Look at that beauty.
So as you guys just saw behind me, we got a lot of really cool saltwater fishing this week. We got some cool freshwater stuff as well, but definitely not as much as saltwater. So stay tuned and I'll show you what we got.
So we're in the freshwater section. Not too much new, but you know, got some nice angels in here. Some knife fish hanging down in the bottom. Black ghost knives. Then got some wild archers up here. Got a little South American gar. Not a lot new, but always interesting. Got a crystal parrot. These guys are pretty interesting, newer around. I haven't been seeing these guys too much. Of course, some flower horns, along with some lace cats. Got a New Guinea tiger datnoid. Had an arapaima in here, but sold them within it coming in about 15 minutes after we let it loose. Somebody bought it already. I don't know what's up with these Oscars. They've been separating. They don't seem to like each other. Happened last week and it's happened again this week. Ornate bichers and little electric blue acaros. Got a good sized Giardini in here with Waru going after him. The Japari and some green terrors. These guys are starting to get their really beautiful tails in. So up here in the upstairs, there's only a few freshwater things I wanted to show. Got that black bar silver dollars. Got a car in there. Got another avocado puffer. That was a fun guy. But also in here with this ruby scat. Let's see if we can see in the back. There's a Geniosis hammerhead catfish. He's pretty small, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna be awesome when he gets bigger. Can't seem to get a good look at him. Oh, no, he's a quick one. But he's got kind of a hammerhead shape, so it's gonna be pretty awesome when he gets bigger. And then also on my Instagram, I put up, somebody brought in this big ass channel cat. Look how big this guy is. We got anableps, the four-eyed fish. They got this kind of separation in their eyes, so it creates like 4 different eyeballs, so you can see above and below the water line at the same time. And got another fugu puffer in here, hiding, just kind of playing in the bubbles. Let's see if we can get a better shot of him. Don't bite me. These guys are always pretty awesome. Not as orange as or golden as the last few we got in, but he might also just be stressed out. We got a good sized elephant nose next to him. And then some pistos. What else do I want to show up here? More butterfly gobies, also known as freshwater lionfish. They're really cute and awesome at this size, but they get big. And when they're big, they're not as cute. So this week over in the saltwater section, seems we got more interesting saltwater fish, especially puffers. Got a nice dog face over here. And yeah, I guess this week was more of a saltwater week, so let's check what else we got over here. So yeah, we got over here a nice Achilles tang hanging down here. And some little algae blennies and the wrasse. And got a nice Singapore angel behind him in the tank behind, another little dog face puffer, much smaller than the other one. There's some little squirrel fish and some clowns way back there, but we'll see them when we get on the other end. Let's see what else we got. So we got a false eye Toby Valentini puffer. That guy's funky looking, real cool. And then a panther grouper right behind him. Two really neat looking fish. And then, let's see, we got a blue throat trigger way back there. Barely see him. So you got, let's see, a Tomini tang, and then, let's see, a powder brown, a young little powder brown. And then I think it's a cold, is that a cold tang? And of course a bunch of big ol' extra large yellow tangs. Golden pilot fish next to him. Oh, over here, got this really cool Fu Manchu lionfish. If I'll turn around, you can see why they call him a Fu Manchu lion. He's got pretty distinctive kind of facial hair flaps. But his colors are pretty intense too. Guess he fits in here in San Francisco. Got Giants colors all over him. Then you got a regular lionfish behind him. Or I guess actually it's a Volition black lion, so not just a regular, but definitely not as cool as the Fu Manchu. Bunch of damsels. My anemone was actually eating my damsels. I didn't realize it, so I'm gonna have to change that up. I made that mistake last week. And we got some other little angels here, as well as a lightning clown. Pretty neat. We got some little French angels. We had a multicolor angel, but somebody bought it already. We just unpacked it. Huh. Weird. Tangs. And then in here we got a cool flame angel. And next to him we've got a midnight clown. That's one cool clownfish. And then over here we got a Wyoming white clown in the next one. Really beautiful. And then just some Percula clowns behind him. I really like this midnight clown though. So over here in the goldfish section, we got this giant black Aranda here. And then a little, well, still pretty big Ranchu beneath him. This Aranda's quite a beast. And we got some butterflies. Look at these guys. Over here in the shark tank, nothing too new. We still got this Remora shark. We've had him for a little while. Always interesting, kind of upside down guy. A horned shark and zebra eel. So now here's the corals. We got a whole lot of Maxima clams, especially these little tiny ones. Some nice, cool, different corals. Got some nice zoanthids growing in here. Nice bright orange. Ring. Bunch of frags. Over here we've got, this thing's been selling like crazy. These rose anemones. They came in real beautiful from a local breeder. I guess you can call him a breeder. Guy who had some of these and they just wouldn't stop replicating, and he brought in like a huge tub of them, and they've been selling really quick. We had like 10 times as much a few days, like a day or two ago. And then we got some nice small little flower anemones. Tempted to take, especially that bigger one home. And then some Recordia at the end. Nice open, at the Duncan. Still learning all my different corals, but getting there. And we got these big old slugs in here getting rid of. We had some hair algae issues. We had an issue with the lighting. I had to replace a lot of these lights. So we brought in some slugs to help clean it up a bit. So in here, alongside the mandarin gobies and dragonette bunnies, we got this guy's a flashlight fish, apparently. He's not doing it now, but apparently when he opens his gills, there's some kind of light that comes out. I've been watching him waiting to see it, but he hasn't been doing it yet. Still a pretty neat looking fish, big old eye. And as shown in the intro here, got this look down fish in here at the baby yellow ray. Stars and stripe puffer. This guy looks pretty awesome. And this stellatus puffer that's kind of grumpy looking. Now he's looking the other way. And then we got a blue spotted stingray. You guys are pretty awesome. Couple little blubber jellies left, but they're really tiny. All the big ones sold, and two or three seahorses left. Got the big one, little guy hanging on over there. Yeah, that's about it. And also got this big old batfish. These guys are always really neat. It's a Panatus batfish. And we've got some different kinds of wrasses in here, a whole bunch of different ones. Pretty colorful little guys. And above, a bunch of crustaceans. Oh, there's another wrasse. Shrimps. So we've got a Naoki's wrasse right here. It's a rare wrasse, pretty neat. And we had another wrasse over here, like a red-faced wrasse. Pretty cool looking. Alright guys, so I'm back home now, just editing. I meant to get the video up yesterday, but a few things came up. And also I wanted to show you guys, in this, one of my larger tanks, I've introduced, got through quarantine, these Peruvian angelfish, which are pretty awesome. As you can see, they're still pretty different, but similar to my wild type redbacks. And there's an Altum in here somewhere. He seems to be hiding. I'm not sure where he went. And next to that, I set up another saltwater tank. It's still finishing cycling and everything, but more to come on that. I'll be sure to make another video with updates to everything that's going on in my fish room. But I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you in the next one.